Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this lecture. In this Oracle Database Administration course, we have completed till architecture. First half of the course is done. So coming to the second half of the course, as I said, we are starting our second half of the course with the backups, which is a theoretical and the practical concepts, which we actually do on a day-to-day basis in the real time. So from here onwards, each and every session will be the real-time session, meaning very, very important. Till now, whatever the sessions that we have completed, which includes theory plus practical, but from now onwards, everything is practical oriented session. So please do not miss it. My sincere request. Please do not miss even a single session, because each and every session is very, very, very important. Because theoretically learning is different, practical learning is different. I'll make you people to learn practically. Whatever the things that you have learned till date, is one side, and whatever the things that you are going to learn from today is one side, because all these concepts that I'm going to talk or that I'm going to teach from today, everything will be practical oriented session. Without practical, there is no meaning to the session actually. So I'll complete both theory and practical. So I request you all people to please join your hands without any further delays, sharp 2 p.m. daily. Okay, without any time waste and without any waiting time, I mean to say. Okay, so that we can complete maximum sessions as soon as possible. All right, so for now, today I'll give you the backups introduction. Okay, so first of all, this is a server in which we have our database. Now, who will tell me what is the definition of database? The combination of
CRT files.
obviously combination CRT files. Now everyone knows what is control file. Now everyone knows what is read file. Everyone knows what is data files, because we have already completed the all three managements, right? Like control file management, read log file management, and data file management. So control file, as everyone knows, control file is the heart of the database. Without control file, database cannot mount. So even if the database is having read log files and data files, without control file, database cannot mount. Obviously, the control file is very, very important. Okay, now the control file is available, but still, if there is any issue in the data file or read log file, obviously database will not open. So to open the database, we need read log files and data files. Why? Because our data is sitting in the data files only. Our data is sitting in data files. Whatever the data, the tables, the data that is sitting in data files only. So obviously data files, each and every data file is very, very, very important. So now as we understood that the control file is the heart of the database, and read log file contains all the live transactions, and data files contains all the data related to the users or data. The data will be stored in the data files, from where the users will actually read the data. Users read the data from data files only, right? So now all the three files are very, very important, because all the three files combinedly form a database, combinedly called as database. So database is a combination of control file, read log file, and data files. So my point is, if any one of the file is missing, will there be any use for the database? Is my question.
No.
Is the database, is there any use for this database?
No, sir.
No, right? So how to make sure that the files are very secured and we are doing something that is called backup. That is called database backup. Okay, that is why, to keep our data secured in data files, to make our live transaction secured, and to keep our heart of the database secured, what we'll do is we'll take a backup of CRD files, which means we are taking a backup of database backup. We are taking a database backup. Okay. Now this is in some Pune server, something like that. I think like we are using Pune server, Pune DC. Okay, this is in some location. The database server is in some location, and the databases are in Pune, some location. Okay, so these databases CRD files is actually in one location. So what we'll do, we'll take the database backup, which is the control file, read log file, and data files backup into a different location, which we call it as backup server. What is that, everyone? Please repeat.
Backup server.
Backup server. We'll take the database, or no. See, if I'm talking about, guys, very clear, huh? If I'm talking about one database, which means applicable for all the databases. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, for example, in this server, there are some 100 databases, for example, there are some 100 databases, which means all the 100 databases are backed up. All the 100 databases are backed up to backup server. Yeah, and we will maintain all the database backups in the backup server. There will be a separate server which actually maintains the database backups, which will maintain the database backups. A lot of people don't know, because many people are fake. Many people are keeping the fake experience and all, right? But still, my point is very clear. A lot of people, they don't know that there will be a backup server which exists actually, that the backups are going to backup server. No, because what they will do, they'll just learn the subject. They don't know they just know the subject meaning,
Yes.
like theoretical part, like okay, database backups are there. That's it. Backups ఉన్నాయి అంటే ఉన్నాయి అంతే. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తున్నాయి, ఎట్లా వెళ్తున్నాయి, ఏంటి, వాట్ ఈస్ ద బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ బిహైండ్ ద బ్యాకప్స్, అసలు ఏం జరుగుతుంది, they don't know, because they actually they don't go into the deeper of the subject. But now we are going into very deep. I'll make sure that you see the live backup server also. I'll show you. Okay, so yeah, so it will be back up into the backup server. It will be backed up into the backup server. Okay, the background lo em jarugutadi, what happens in the background, which I'll explain you in detail. Okay, so there now we understood that there will be a separate server which actually handles the backup. So the server is there will be a separate server which actually handles the backup. Ardhamainda what I'm talking?
Yes, sir.
It is not the same server. It is not the same server which handles the backup, but in real time, I'm talking about real time. Manam same server la తీసుకుందాం backups we will take in the same server. Why? Because మనం ఇంకో సర్వర్ ఎఫర్ట్ చేయలేం కాబట్టి, కాస్ట్. అండ్ రియల్ టైమ్ లో బ్యాకప్స్ లోకల్ సర్వర్ లో అవ్వవు, ద సేమ్ సర్వర్ లో బ్యాకప్స్ అవ్వవు. Backups are going into some different server which is called backup server. Okay, and there are two type of backups. Now I'll tell you what are the type of backups. Two type of backups. One is logical backup, and the other one is physical. What is logical backup, what is physical backup, I'll explain you, and I'll close the session for the day. Okay, logical backup and physical backup. First I'll talk about physical backup. So what do you mean by physical? Can someone explain me what is the meaning of physical?
Which we can see physically.
You can send some.
Very good. Who is that first one who told which we can see? Who is that?
Anil.
Array, did you hear my previous sessions or what?
Ledana.
Okay, fine. Right. So database, I want to take a database backup. Database backup lo two types unnai. Logical backup undi, physical backup undi. Now you people only tell me what is physical. The meaning of physical is which we can actually see with our eyes. Mana kallaki kanpadedi physical. Mana kallaki kanapadanivi logical. Mana kallaki edaithe kanapadutundo which we can see with our eyes, that is physical. Mana kallaki edaithe kanapadado, that is logical. So database and enti, what is database? Can someone tell me?
Is a combination of CRD files.
So CRD files, combination of CRD files. What we can see? Physical. Are these control file, read log file, data files? Are these physical files or logical files?
Physical files.
Okay, I'm asking everyone. Please answer. Everyone, please answer. If you people don't answer, that I'll make sure that you people are not understanding. Okay, so it means that you don't understand. So please try to answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ఇప్పుడు డేటాబేస్ అంటే సిఆర్డి ఫైల్స్ అని అర్థమైంది. నేను అడుగుతున్న క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, is this CRD files, control file, read log files and data files, are these physical files or logical files? If physical files or logical files అని అడుగుతున్నా.
Logical files.
Physical files అని ఎందుకు అన్నారు? Can someone explain me why they are physical files?
We can see.
They're able to see.
ఎక్కడ?
In our server.
సర్వర్లు ఎక్కడ? వెరీ గుడ్. సర్వర్లు ఎక్కడ? సర్వర్ లోపల ఎక్కడ? సర్వర్ లోపల ఎక్కడ చూడగలుగుతున్నాం? వేర్ వి ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు సీ ఇన్ ద సర్వర్? ఒరా డేటా లొకేషన్ రా నాయన. ఒరా డేటా లోపల మీరు ఓపెన్ చేసి LS-LHRT కొడితే ఒరా డేటా లోపలికి వెళ్తే కంట్రోల్ 01.ctl, redo 1a.log, redo 2a.log, system 01.dbf, sysop 01.dbf, undo 01.dbf, temp 01.dbf, user 01.dbf అన్ని మన కళ్ళకు కనపడతాయి కదా, కనపడతాయా
Yes, sir.
కనపడవా?
కనిపిస్తాయి. Yes, sir.
సర్వర్ లోపలికి వెళ్ళి ఒరా డేటా లొకేషన్ కి వెళ్ళి ls-lhrt కొడితే ఈ కంట్రోల్ ఫైల్, readlog ఫైల్, డేటా ఫైల్స్ కనపడతాయా కనపడవా? కనిపిస్తాయి. అంటే వాట్ వి అండర్స్టాండ్ నౌ, కంట్రోల్ ఫైల్, readlog ఫైల్ అండ్ డేటా ఫైల్స్ ఆర్ ఫిజికల్. yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
నువ్వు సర్వర్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే నీకు ఫైల్స్ కనపడుతున్నాయి, డేటా ఫైల్స్ కనపడుతున్నాయి. వెన్ యూర్ ఓపెనింగ్ యువర్ సర్వర్ యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు సీ ద డేటా ఫైల్స్. మరి డేటా ఎక్కడ ఉంటది? డేటా ఫైల్స్ లోపల ఉంటుందా బయట ఉంటుందా?
లోపల.
లోపల. అంటే డేటా ఇస్ లాజికల్. అర్థమైందా నీకు?
Yes అన్న. Okay, files are
లాజికల్ అంటే ఏంటి, ఫిజికల్ అంటే ఏంటో?
files are physical, data is logical.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ. ఆ డేటా ఎక్కడ స్టోర్ అయి ఉంటది?
Data files.
డేటా ఫైల్స్ లోపల డేటా ఎట్లా స్టోర్ అయి ఉంటుంది? ఇన్ ద ఫార్మ్ ఆఫ్ అరే టేబుల్స్ రా నాయనా.
Tables.
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏమర్థమైంది మీకు? టేబుల్స్ ఆర్ లాజికల్, ఫైల్స్ ఆర్ ఫిజికల్. అర్థమైందా నీకు ఇప్పుడు? అర్థమైందా? సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు మొత్తం ఫైల్ ఒక ఫైల్ ని లేపేసి బ్యాకప్ తీసుకోవాలనుకుంటే మొత్తం ఫైల్ బ్యాకప్ అయిపోతుంది. అంటే ఫిజికల్ గా ఒక ఫైల్ ని బ్యాకప్ తీస్తున్నాం. అదే ఆ ఫైల్ లోపల ఒక టేబుల్ మాత్రమే బ్యాకప్ తీసుకో అని చెప్పాను అనుకో నేను, ఐ విల్ టెల్ యూ టు టేక్ అ బ్యాకప్ ఆఫ్ ఓన్లీ వన్ టేబుల్. అప్పుడు నువ్వు యూ గో విత్ లాజికల్ బ్యాకప్. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్ ఏ ప్లీజ్ టేక్ ది ఎంటైర్ ఫైల్, మొత్తం ఫైల్ బ్యాకప్ ది అంటే యూ విల్ గో విత్ ఫిజికల్ బ్యాకప్. అర్థమైంది ఇప్పుడు? అర్థమైందా డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ఫిజికల్ బ్యాకప్ అండ్ లాజికల్ బ్యాకప్?
Yes, sir.
క్లియర్ ఉందా? క్రిస్టల్ క్లియర్ ఉందా?
Crystal clear.
Right. So Jalu ప్రస్తుతానికి this is the introduction to the database backup. So tomorrow I'll start with logical backup. Logical backup start చేస్తా. Logical backups అది కూడా చెప్పేస్తా. Logical backups చేయాలంటే we use a tool called export and import, EXPDP and IMPDP. Okay. For the logical. For physical we will use RMAN. సో లాజికల్ అంటే లాజికల్ మన కళ్ళకు కనపడని ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి? టేబుల్స్ ఉంటాయి, లోపల ఇంకా చాలా ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. ఫైల్ లోపల ఉండే ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్, ఫైల్ లోపల డేటా ఫైల్స్ లోపల ఉండే డేటాని, అంటే డేటా విల్ బి స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ టేబుల్స్ కదా. సో అట్లాంటివి ఏమైనా తీసుకోవాలంటే we will use EXPDP for taking export, and ఇంపోర్ట్ చేయాలంటే we will use IMPDP to import. అంటే ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ చేయడం అంటే బ్యాకప్ తీసి రీస్టోర్ చేయడానికి ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ ఇంపోర్ట్ వాడతాం లాజికల్ డేటా కోసం. అదే ఫిజికల్ ఒక ఫైల్ మొత్తం ఫైల్స్ ని ఫిజికల్ గా బ్యాకప్ తీసుకోవాలంటే we will use a tool called RMAN. So tomorrow we are going to start with logical backup. Don't miss everyone. Tomorrow ante from Monday onwards. Okay, don't miss everyone. So from Monday onwards we'll start the logical backups, which starts with EXPDP and IMPDP. Data ని ఎట్లా ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎక్స్పోర్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఒకవేళ డేటా లాస్ అయిందనుకో, డేటా పోయిందనుకో, దాన్ని బ్యాకప్ నుంచి ఎట్లా ఇంపోర్ట్ చేయాలి అవి నేర్పిస్తాం ఫస్ట్. లాజికల్ బ్యాకప్. ఓకేనా ఎవ్రీవన్?
Okay, Anna.
Alright then, now the Q&A starts. Anyone have any questions? Feel free to ask me. 5 minutes. Other than that, nothing to share. Thank you so much for joining.